Nothing like violence to start off this episode of Furuba 2019. We find Uo getting the snot kicked out of her. As she makes her escape, destiny intervenes and she bumps into Toru, spilling her tofu that she had just bought. You killer tofu! Toru realizes what is going on and takes Uo-chan's hand and starts to run for safety. Oh, that's Doug, by the way, if you guys don't know. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brian here. I hope you are all doing well. You know what time it is. Another episode that's gonna make you cry without realizing it. I'm not crying, man. You're crying! I loved this 2-arc episode of Uo-chan and her origins. It also helps us see what type of person Kyoko was and how she lived her life. This episode is about realizing your mistakes and Uo-chan's realization of what she was longing for. The feelings that are felt when you finally hit rock bottom and learning from them. And also, gangs are bad, okay? Oh man. As Uo and Toru are finally safe in the apartment, Toru tries to tend to Uo's wounds, but gets shut down. Uo is resting after being saved and she feels the comfort of the apartment. The warm breeze, food being cooked, the TV on, and hearing two boys say, "See you tomorrow." Johnny. She tells Toru she has never experienced that type of atmosphere before. She felt jealous. This is actually what she was looking for and realizes that she was lonely. As Uo continues to narrate, she questions whether she should tell the rest of the story to the Soma boys and decides not to. But luckily for us, she continues for herself and, of course, for our benefit. We find out that she starts spending more time with Toru and Kyoko, basically making their apartment her home base. She even starts going back to school and likes studying with Toru. Also, Toru had Uo's back from the start, even though people had a prejudice towards Uo for being a delinquent, a Yankee. We also see how Toru admires Uo. When questioned if they were best friends, Toru said she felt like she didn't deserve the honor. In this same scene, they are making some sort of muffin in home ec, and a classmate points out that Toru had accidentally made an extra serving. While this conversation is going on, a hiding Uo starts to feel she might be causing Toru trouble. She feels she should stay away because the other students might spread rumors. Suddenly, she hears Toru say she didn't bake an extra by accident, but made it for Uo in fact. Hearing the conversation between Toru and her classmate, you see a kind of rose-colored feeling surrounding Uo. Toru really is a special person, loyal, hardworking, and most importantly, a fierce friend. 10 points to Gryffindor. From that point, Toru's kindness gives Uo the resolve to finally quit the gang she was in. But once one is in a gang, one does not simply walk out. This is the first time she wanted to change. Toru, the muffins, and everything that she was longing for flashes brightly as she was getting her punishment. As a heavy blow lands and Uo hits the ground in slow-mo, she sees Kyoko standing heroically, telling the gang that's enough. She finally comes to, being piggybacked by the one and only Kyoko. Kyoko explains to Uo that one of her senpais cared for her enough to let Kyoko know what was happening to her. Akimoto senpai liked Uo, saying if she wanted to clean up and go straight, that's what she should do. Kyoko mentions how great of a senpai Uo had to take care of her. This causes Uo to break down. She realizes that she has caused so many people trouble, calling herself an idiot. Baga! As Uo cries, Kyoko mentions that there are feelings that you don't understand until you get hurt and make trouble. There are feelings that you would only understand once you hit rock bottom. Kyoko gives her take on all the good and bad experiences that you can have. You cannot have light without dark. You can't have gentleness without experiencing pain. She says not to dismiss all the experiences that you have had and let it nourish you to grow and become stronger. That is Kyoko's way of life. That's her ninja way. Uo cries out that she wants to be Toru's best friend, one that Toru can take pride in. As Uo finishes her story, we find out that she hadn't seen Akimoto-san since, that maybe she moved far away. She also is grateful to no longer be alone, having met Hana-chan too in the 8th grade. She remembers how much she loved Kyoko and how Kyoko saved her, a kid whom Kyoko had no obligation to. As the fond memory fades on screen, we are back in the present day, and Hana-chan is about to unleash some Wave Girl powers! Oh man, on those young Yankees that followed their crew. As things escalate, Uo ends up inspiring the Yankee girls by being strong and cool and giving them advice. The day ends, and Uo reflects on the things that are helping her grow as a person. The return of the dark apartment fades in, and a flash of light. We see noodles being cooked, and we hear a beer being cracked open. She scolds her dad about it and smiles. Looks like Uo has found her warm, bright, and comfortable place. What a great little happy ending for Uo. She learns to take all her experiences, both good and bad, and builds on it. I myself have gone through some of those dark times and maybe a little bit of that delinquency when I was in my teenage years. Maybe a few run-ins with the cops. But that's a story for another time. Think about a time you made a mistake. Did you learn from it and become a better person? Did you? Did you really? I think mistakes and bad experiences make you stronger and more resilient. Your regrets teach you how to make any hard decisions in the future. I think this is what is so awesome about the wonderful world of Fruits Basket. It takes anime and lessons of life and smooshes it together to make you cry just a little. Okay, maybe a lot. I cried like 4 or 5 times in this freaking episode. I don't know why. It's just... Psh. What could be coming next episode? It's titled, What's Important Is... ... And we get a little glimpse at Hatsuharu in his cow form. Get subscribed if you don't want to miss it. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, check out the Fruits Basket playlist right here. Yeah. I hope you guys have a great night, a great day wherever you are in the world. Again, my name is Brian, and this has been another episode of Brian's Republic Watches Fruits Basket 2019. Cheers.